Hey guys, so today we're going to be talking about LUSH. This company is taking the cosmetics industry by storm at the moment with a hefty following. And this is mainly due to the brand it's built around being ethical, sustainable, and just plain socially responsible. And though it's had its challenges, it's doing quite well. So what things you'll notice when you walk into the store is three things. First, the fantastic smells that hit you in the face in a really good way. And two, the smiling and eager employees. And three is the black pots. Now these things are great. They are 100% recycled polypropylene, and if you bring 5 back, you will not only get a free face mask, but they will ensure those pots go back to their manufacturer and are recycled either into new pots or into plastic boards and such that they will use as part of the displays in their stores. So either way, you know it's getting recycled. And not only this, but it actually saves the company 40 to 50% of the costs of the product as a whole. So the supply chain for these pots begins with its inputs, which includes recycled polypropylene that has been collected from community resources and munched down into scraps before being melted down into pellets that can be reused, along with energy, low-impact dyes, machinery, and the labor required to collect and clean the plastic, as not all the plastic comes back clean. This can be the little bit more cost and time intensive parts of the process, which I'm sure will be looked at in the future to kind of reduce that. These inputs are then pulled together at either LUSH's in-house recycling plant, known affectionately as the Green Hub. This is based in London, or a local third-party recycler such as TerraCycle here in Australia. The reason for which these inputs are then pulled together either at an in-house recycling hub, affectionately known as the Green Hub, which is in London and only for the UK, or in other countries, a third-party local recycling plant. In Australia, this is TerraCycle. The reason for using a local plant was not to only reduce the cost, but to also reduce the energy and pollution of the transportation from a central global recycling hub to all of the kitchens around the world. This centralized method is recommended by experts for maintaining green practices, which is important for reverse logistics. And it can quite often be a challenging and overlooked aspect of reverse logistics. The value chain also begins here, as these three activities carried out by the third-party recycling companies or the Green Hub constitutes parts of the supply chain management and operations activities. So you can see the first is related to the supply chain management and the second and third to the operations activities. These new pots are then transported to the local LUSH kitchens, which is a very fancy term for the places where they manufacture and produce all of the actual products that go in the pots. And then it moves into distribution activity stage of being transported directly to the stores or through an online distribution directly to their customers. At this point, it is interesting to note that LUSH does not actively market its product. It prefers an organic approach whereby it relies on social media pages where it's affectionately termed Lushies spread the gospel of its genius products and ethical work. But it doesn't stop there, folks. Once customers have used all of the product in their black pots, as I said earlier, they can return them, get their free face mask, and that local store will then return those pots back through the system, through transport and everything, back to the recycler. This thus creates a circular economy, which is a concept whereby companies attempt to maintain the value of products, materials, and resources as long as possible while minimizing the generation of waste. LUSH does this particularly well by maintaining the value of its plastic used to make its black pots, by returning them and using them again for either new pots or other materials. This is otherwise known as engaging in reverse logistics. In most cases, implementing this circular economy system actually requires companies to redesign their entire industrial system. But LUSH has kind of inadvertently avoided this by considering it from the birth of the company. And in doing so, they've only had to make smaller adjustments than what a company would if they did from the middle. Such opportunities and greater technologies that have arisen include these naked products, edible packaging peanuts, and coffee cup fiber containers. One particular technology that has helped Lush in the management of this system for the past 7 to 8 years is ClickView. Now, ClickView is a management information system designed to record transactional information and then convert it into information which all staff can see and analyze to make business decisions. And in this situation, it helps the kitchens know how much product to produce in each of their small batches, and therefore how many black pots to order for that produce. Though it's helpful, implementing this kind of technology can actually increase costs by causing confusion and when employees don't take on that technology as well as others. Lush kind of looked to address this by particularly choosing ClickView for its ease of use. I know Lush's strategy is great to listen to, but it does have a purpose. It follows a systems approach to logistics, whereby Lush has acknowledged that there is a mutual interdependence of different functional areas of the firm, such as you can see, logistics, production, finance, etc. And pushing all these areas towards a mutual company goal of producing sustainable, ethical, and high-quality products. Lush achieves this in one particular way by having an earth care team. This team is employed in particular to address different aspects of the company and decide if that's the best they can do, and also advise if there's any alternatives if needed. This directly complements their differentiation strategy of producing products that have unique attributes that are valued by its customers, which distinguish it quite well from its competitors. As you can see, that includes The Body Shop, Ella Bachet, and in particular, L'Occitane, considering that Lush and L'Occitane are boutique, vertically integrated brands. Overall, Lush has demonstrated very well just how to address the challenge of disposable packaging with its 5-pot program, as well as other methods and solutions for which it has implemented. I, for one, will be fascinated to see how it addresses challenges in implementing its naked product scheme, whereby it will look to eliminate packaging altogether. But that's all I have for today, so bye for now, folks.